Hey guys, and welcome back to Lucy, the eternity she wished for. So, I believe we just finished eating breakfast. And I guess we'll go to school after this. I wonder if she'll go to school with us. I don't know if she should stay home. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm also sick. I wasn't sure if I should record, but my voice seems okay enough. It's just mostly headaches, though I don't have a headache right now, and stuffy nose and blah blah blah. I blame staying up too late. Seriously, that's the only thing I can think of that happened. So, anyway, let's get into it. I can't tell how much time has passed. The bowl of rice I'd been eating from has started to show its bottom. I steal a glance at the clock. It's not yet time to leave for school. While reveling in my satisfaction, I decide to sit back in my chair to chill out for a bit. Okay, if you hear whining, it's because someone woke up from their nighttime like sleep. So just ignore that. She usually calms down. She's teething, so she's just cranky. Some time passes. While cleaning up the empty dishes, Lucy asks me a question. Her tone was quite delicate, as if to soothe a small animal.
저 실례지만 주인님, 어제부터 궁금했던 것이 하나 있는데요.
What is it?
저기
She seemed to be hesitating, so I gave her a little push. Go ahead.
로봇을 싫어하는 것은 혹시 아버님의 영향인가요?
The question catches me off guard. All the unpleasant memories involving my father come flying back. I slowly realized that my chopsticks were frozen in midair. Without missing a beat, I continued delivering the food to my mouth. In an attempt to hide my surprise, I purposely gave a curt answer. Well, I guess you could say that. Nothing will change from denying it. I put down the chopsticks and lock eyes with Lucy. This robot's just laid to waste the values and beliefs I've held for the past 18 years. Keeping my eyes on the robot, I muse. Now that I think about it, I was probably brainwashed.
세뇌 당했다고 하시면?
I've heard nothing but awful things about robots since I was little. Robots are bad. Robots make us ill. Robots harm society. I grew up listening to that all the time, so it sort of just rubbed off on me. The previous generation of IT. Now the new generation of all robots. As long as we live sandwiched between two generations, there's bound to be people advocating against new technologies such as robots. There are plenty of people out there who are strongly opposed to the production of robots. My father is a prime example. Similar to what happened during the Industrial Revolution, the efforts of this profound new technology is gradually expanding across the globe. Robots are slowly taking away people's job opportunities. It costs less to maintain robots than to pay employees' salaries. Robots never complain. They're consistent in their performance, unlike people. They don't feel any stress or pain, and they never mess around. It'd be much easier to deal with a robot than to fuss over a troublesome worker. We're only beginning to find out what kind of changes robots will bring to our society. Unemployment is getting out of control. All the newly formed jobs are being handled by robots. This is why many people shun robots. No one understands whether this is a temporary phenomenon arising from the drastic changes in our lifestyle, or if it's a type of psychological disease. It'll only become clear as time goes on. One thing I can say for sure is that there's always been a divide amongst the population, as made evident by the Lyticism movement in the early 1800s. Some are more willing to accept this new technology, while some are not. To me, a world run by robots doesn't seem too promising. It was too late by the time I'd finally grown old enough to be able to think for myself. It's not as simple as just changing my perspective, because maybe I still would have turned out like this even without my father's influence. My hatred for robots has simply become part of my life now. The most horrifying part of brainwashing is that you can never fight against it. It's technically impossible to bend someone completely to your will. You can't do anything about people acting loyal on the outside, but despising you on the inside. Brainwashing is different, however, because the person wouldn't have the knowledge to think for himself in the first place. And it's possible to take advantage of that bit by bit. As long as the victim never comes to realize this, he'll never be able to retaliate. There also needs to be a compelling reason for him to change. Even with a good reason, it's likely that he won't be willing to accept it. Because if he did, he would be going against all the beliefs he'd held for his entire life. It would crumble the foundation of his very existence. The older a person becomes, the harder it gets for him to admit that he has been in the wrong. Who knows? Maybe I would have never come to hate robots. It's too late for me to start thinking about that now, though.
루시는 말이죠. 주인님과 아버님 두 분 모두 로봇을 좋아해 주었으면 좋겠어요. 루시를 좋아해 주셨으면 좋겠어요. 앞으로 이곳에서 사이좋게 잘해나가고 싶으니까요.
Upon hearing that, I unknowingly let out a bitter laugh. You saw what my father did when he found out you're a robot. You're asking for the impossible. It'd be a relief in itself if nothing happens to you behind my back.
그럴지도 몰라요. 하지만 그래도 로봇을 좋아해 주셨으면 좋겠어요.
I sigh softly. She's failing to think logically as a computer. Even after hearing that my father wants to throw you out, how could you still have hope for something like that? If person A hates person B, it's likely that person B will come to hate person A. At least that's how it is in normal human relationships. So how come Lucy can't grasp this? Because she's very patient and forgiving? No way. It's because she's a robot that knows how to express its emotions. It's because she isn't human.
아버님도 분명 주인님처럼 마음이 따뜻한 분이시랍니다. 루시는 알 수 있어요. 그래서 앞으로 주인님과 좋은 관계를 유지했으면 하고 바라고 있어요. 아, 물론 루시하고도요.
You're already mistaken by calling me kind-hearted.
아버님뿐만이 아니에요.
She just ignored me. That little...
주인님도 리페어샵의 수리공 아저씨도 연구소 여러분들도 모두 좋은 사람들 뿐이랍니다. 주인님을 비롯한 세상 모든 사람들을 최선을 다해 서포트하는 것. 그게 루시의 사명이자 바람이에요.
It definitely sounds like something a robot would say. Doesn't seem like she's capable of sorting the good from the bad. I can't help but give a cynical reply. In the end, we're the same. You've also been brainwashed, but in a different way. Lucy slightly tilts her head to the side. She seems to do that whenever she's confused about something.
주인님, 무슨 말씀이신가요?
You will love humans. That's essentially what's been programmed into your main system. You have no free will. That's an illusion. You have no choice but to act this way. She tilts her head from side to side. She doesn't seem to understand. You want to help everyone, right?
네, 물론이에요.
And you're happy when you help people?
네, 무척 기쁘답니다.
Why do you think that you want to help others and that you feel happy once you do?
글쎄요. 이유가 뭘까요?
It's because the program those researchers put inside you is forcing you to feel that way.
그런 건가요?
Yeah. Your will and your personality are yours. But at the same time, they aren't. They're from the people that made you. They programmed you this way, and you're simply following orders. You're nothing but a puppet on stage whose strings are being pulled. It may look like it's moving by itself at first glance, but it's actually being held up by wires. And there are people behind the stage controlling these wires. That's who you are. You're only moving according to how they want you to move. The pupils in Lucy's eyes diminish. She appears to be deep in thought.
주인님께서 무슨 말씀을 하고 싶으신 건지 잘 모르겠어요.
I'm saying that your actions have no actual meaning. You're just a toy made to do certain tasks at a certain time. Nothing about you is real. There's no significance. Do you understand? The mind, its emotions, and its intuition on the inside. The body, its movements, and its reactions on the outside. If they're just part of a computer algorithm created by someone, then they aren't genuine. Any gestures, any sentiments, there's no meaning behind them. I stress that idea over and over again. Something like that doesn't have any meaning.
그건 아니에요, 주인님.
She startles me with a sudden rebuttal. I wasn't expecting that from her. What are you talking about?
의미가 없는 것은 아니랍니다. 의미는 분명히 있어요.
You're saying that there is a meaning. You still don't get it? You were made to be friendly with humans through a program. It's not by your own choice. Your actions and feelings, they're all artificial. That's why they're meaningless.
상관없어요, 누구의 의도이든.
What?
누구의 의향이든 루시가 누군가를 도우면 누군가는 기뻐해요. 누군가가 기뻐하면 루시도 더불어 기뻐할 수 있어요. 누군가를 도울 수 있었으니까요. 루시는 사람을 도움으로 인해 보람을 느낄 수 있고 사람들은 필요로 하던 도움을 받을 수 있어요. 루시는 그것만으로도 만족할 수 있어요. 그게 만약 누군가에 의해 의도된 상황에 불과하더라도 행동 역시 루시의 의지가 아닌 타이의 루시에게 있어서 그건 전혀 중요한 문제가 아니에요. 루시가 그때 받았던 감정, 도왔던 행위, 도움을 준 사실, 도움을 받은 누군가의 마음. 이 과정을 주인님은 가짜라고 부를지도 몰라요. 의도적으로 만들어졌으니까요. 하지만 루시에게는 이것이 진짜고 또한 절대 의미가 없지도 않답니다.
Nonsense.
제 이름은 루시 발렌타인이에요.
Lucy states her name, as if she's announcing herself before a crowd. She also did not refer to herself in third person.
루시라는 이름은 빛이라는 뜻의 라틴어에서 따왔다고 해요. 사람들의 희망의 등불이 될 수 있도록 그런 희망을 담아 지어진 이름이라고 해요. 사람을 돕는 것, 사람을 도운 후에 성취감을 느끼는 것. 이것이 루시의 삶의 목적이자 보람이랍니다. 루시가 느끼는 가슴이 따뜻해지는 이 기분. 이게 비록 타이에 의해 만들어졌다고 하더라도 이 감정은 거짓이 되지 않는답니다. 그건 분명 의도에 상관없이 진실하다고 믿고 있어요.
I tried to say something back, but the words never came out. It felt as if there was something stuck in my throat. It wasn't exactly because I agreed with her, and it wasn't because I was touched by her words either. I actually thought she was very stubborn. Stubborn as a mule. It was rather because of how Lucy appeared so mature and real. The way she confidently stated her opinion. Nothing about her was as remotely close to my idea of a robot. That was why I could only sit in silence. I headed to school with my mind in a haze of confusion. My emotions were in turmoil. October 14th. You. I'm gonna have to end it here. I've basically been recording the same amount of time as I usually do, and I feel like a good chunk of the time was me having to stop talking because my throat is getting irritated. I guess it's just too much talking right now. Just had to constantly stop and cough and get water because it was really hard to talk. I'm sure next time I'm able to record, I won't be sick. And everything will be fine. It's always something. What is it about this game? Oh. Anyway, we will... well, the schedule for this is definitely going to be sporadic. Because it takes one day to record, and another day to get prepped for editing. Sometimes another day to actually edit. And then uploading. It's very inefficient and not usually how I do things, but there are reasons why. I've obviously been busy a lot more. So That doesn't help with videos. And it's a visual novel, and it takes a little longer to do this kind of stuff since I'm talking, and there's a lot of editing, especially when you need drinks of water and you're coughing. So anyway, I will let you guys go, and I hope you wait for the next video. Bye.